it's something about when I turn this mic and camera on that I just completely start to freeze now and get nervous. I don't know. I don't know if it's YouTube making me nervous or y'all making me nervous. But we are back for my phone is going crazy. But we are back for season 2 of the Zaire Franklin Colts rebuild. Now, just to give you guys an introduction of what it is that we're doing here, in case you missed season 1 or video 1, well, there'll be a playlist for this. So you can just go back and check that one out, or I'll put it in the comments. There you go. You can see it in the comments. But just a brief catch-up of what it is that we're going to be doing here. We have Zaire Franklin, a rookie that has been converted from the right outside linebacker spot to the middle. He was a rookie last season, and he was like a 68 overall. I decided to make him a 99 overall everything demigod. And I want to build the team around him to see just how long it'll take us to get to a Super Bowl. Now, there's really nothing here to show you. He's just a guy that has 99 overall stats everywhere. And instead of seeing how long it'll take us to win the Super Bowl, I'm going to put a 5-year cap on. So we're in season 2, and we made some moves to acquire a lot of draft picks. And we have a few, especially this season. Now, we're going to progress some of the guys that we have. T.Y. Hilton is always going to be one of our mainstays. Andrew Luck, we're going to see if we can get this guy a Super Bowl. Marlon Mack, he's a guy that is a very, very interesting case. He has a quick development, and for what I've seen on other guys' franchise, he seems to turn out pretty well over time. Now, we picked up a bunch of wide receivers in the draft. Yeah, we picked up a bunch of those. Our tight end spot is pretty okay, but one of the things that we have to focus on is this offensive line. I made an attempt to improve this offensive line in the offseason, and it didn't work out too well. We drafted this rookie here, Michael Jordan, who has a normal progression stat. And we got some guys off of free agency. Oh, we had a ball in free agency. Oh, you gotta love Madden's free agency. Picked up a lot of depth spots, such as Shane Ray. We moved him from linebacker down to defensive end. He got a little depth here at cornerback, but I'm not sure that these guys can get much better overall. We acquired Trevor Williams from the Chargers, and everyone. Oh, yeah. There is this guy. Oh, my goodness. Andre Hall we got from the Texans, and he's out for 5 weeks. That's not good. That's not good at all. So the first video we did was pretty lengthy, and we're going to look to tighten this up. I think that my coach is out on a lunch break because he just left. He just left us. Anyway, but the first video was a bit lengthy. We're going to look to tighten that up and try to fit a couple of seasons into this video. I don't want to go too long and take up too much of your time. I'm going to set myself on a 30-minute time limit and see just how much we could get done here. Hopefully, it'll be 3 seasons worth. We'll show you his stats along the way at the mid-season mark, and also at the playoff mark if we make it to the playoffs. And you guys will see all of the stats, all of the awards, and everything at the end of each season, and also player progression. So we're at the halfway point. We're entering week 9, and we are 1-6. It's not going the best way that I thought that it would be going. How did we get to 1-6? Well, we came out the gate as losers. We won a pretty close game against the Chargers. I don't know what. Ooh, maybe I just got some improvements to make, because we are getting, well, we're not getting decimated. You know, we got a game here which we lost by double digits. All right, we're getting pounded. We're getting pounded out. Players of the week. Surprise, surprise, Zaire Franklin in week 2, 15 tackles, 1 sack, 1 forced fumble. We also have him in week 4, 10 tackles, 1 interception, 1 forced fumble, and a touchdown. He's got to be in the vote for MVP, right? Taking a look at our mid-season marks, Andrew Luck, just about 2,000 yards, 15 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. He's not turning the ball over, but he's not getting us a lot of yards. I don't know if that's due to our offensive line or our receivers not being top-notch. Running the ball, we're doing a terrible job. So we're probably going to look to either make some moves or get something in the draft with We have rookie Colin Johnson, who is leading our team in reception yards. Not receptions, but reception yards and touchdowns with 6. So it looked like we made a pretty good move with him. And we're giving up a lot of sacks. Taking a look at tackles, and dear God, Zaire Franklin is annihilating things. He doesn't have a lot of sacks like he did last season. Last season we had 27 sacks. Now at the midway point he has 2. 1 interception. Is he leading the team in interceptions? Yeah, we're just not getting any turnovers. And I'm actually kind of thinking that hopefully we stay this course because I want to get the draft picks. Hey, I want to see something really crazy, like really crazy. We're at the end of the season, and look at this. How the heck did this happen? We started off 1-6, and we finished the season at 9-7. We went on a 8-1 run. Can I see the schedule, please? Now, granted, this does not help us for our draft position, and I'm hoping we didn't make the playoffs because Andrew Luck got hurt in the second to last game of the season, so bring in Jacoby Brissett for the last game, and he won that thing 27-17. We lost against the Chiefs, and that's the game where Andrew Luck got hurt. Let's take a look at what the heck happened. Were we winning that game? Who knows when he got hurt. But by taking a look at it, Andrew Luck had how many attempts? Andrew Luck had 5 attempts, so that means that he got hurt very early in the game. Brissett came in, 2 touchdowns. Wasn't enough to give us that win. Also, our receiver, that rookie that we had, Colin Johnson, yeah, he went down, I think, about the 4th game. So he hasn't been back since. But still, even with that being done, we still went on a crazy, and I promise you, I didn't do this. This wasn't me. I can promise you this wasn't me. But we went on a crazy run. I'm very excited to see what our stats was in our yearly awards. Taking a look at our yearly awards, we got nobody with MVP. Oh, feels bad, man. As far as Coach of the Year, Frank Wright came in 9th. Offensive Player of the Year, Andrew Luck was 4th, so he came on strong in the end. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Zaire Franklin, as projected. Darius Leonard was in 5th. Okay. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Colin Johnson was 2nd with only about, again, 5 games played, which is insane. Nate Craig Myers was in 4th, another rookie wide receiver. So two of the wide receivers that we got made it into Offensive Rookie of the Year at 2nd and 4th respectively, and I'm guessing that if Colin stayed healthy, he would have dominated this. Best quarterback goes to Tom Brady, and we made it at number 6. How much longer is Tom Brady going to be around? Marlon Mack was 4th. At running back, wide receivers, again, I believe if my rookie stayed healthy, he would have dominated here. Best linebackers, again, we got 2 of them in there. I really got to see what these guys' stats came out to. And we don't have a top cornerback in best DBs, which means I need to find a top cornerback. And I'm going to look to make moves in the draft for said top cornerback. Here we get to upgrade players. Malik Hooker got 2 spots. Well, you guys can see we got some stuff here. We got some stuff here. Too bad our wide receiver didn't get many points to work with. None of our receivers got any points to work with. But that's fine. Let's get some upgrades going. Malik Hooker, we're going to go with zone. I'm thinking hybrid too. But let's stay on his zone. Let's see how high we can get him. We got him to an 83 overall. Nice. And he's also a star now. Trevor Williams, he's a starting guy, so let's make sure we get his... man, this guy can be anything. Since the man-to-man is our scheme fit, we're going to go with that, and hopefully we get the most points out of it. Brings him up to an 84. Darius Leonard is your turn, and we've been working on his zone coverage. So, should I say his pass coverage? Run stopper is where our scheme fit is. And just for giggles, let's go with it. Brings him up to an 80 overall, and we are improving. Not a huge improvement, but we're making some with him. Jonathan Jones, can we get him to an 80? There he is. He's at an 80. So the team is improving. Slowly but surely, they're improving. Looking into our stats, Andrew Luck, he did okay. Did okay. Still could be much better. And hopefully with the improved offensive line, we'll see just how much better he can do. Marlon Mack, again, fails to hit 1,000 yards. And only got me 6 touchdowns. We got to make moves here. We need a better running back. Receiving the ball, T.Y. Hilton almost gets us 1,000 yards. Eric Ebron showed up pretty good. They both got us 7 touchdowns respectively. And also Ryan Grant got us 6. So we seriously need to make moves offensively to get more points on the board. Blocking, oh my goodness. Oh, all right. I'm sorry. I thought that was the sacks that we gave up. But let's see. Braden Smith, our right tackle, gave up 8 sacks. Michael Jordan gave up 5. He's our rookie. On the defensive side, oh my lord. Zaire Franklin with 155 tackles, which is insane. Not as many sacks as he did a year ago when he had 27 sacks. This year he only had 5.5. Marcus Golden, who we picked up in free agency, got us 6.5, so that's a good move there. Darius Leonard with 4, and Shane Ray also with 4. Shane Ray, you could give us more input than that. It's okay. Intercepting the ball, we need more turnovers. Our linebacker should not be our siding guy. Malik Hooker with 2 interceptions. Trevor Williams, okay. Jonathan Jones, all right. So our cornerbacks are trying to get us interceptions. Just wish that they'll give us a little bit more. Pass deflections, we're not deflecting enough passes. Forced fumbles, Zaire Franklin with 3, Darius Leonard with 2. Again, we need better production out of that. Kicking, here's one I usually just gloss over. Giorgio Tevizzi, 87%, made all of his extra points. Where's he missing his field goals from? Okay, everything that's short, he made it. And he missed 2 from 50 and better. So that's good. I'm going to stick with that. I'm definitely going to stick with that. On the punting side of the ball, oh my lord. 53 yards per punt by, what is that? Regioberto Sanchez. He has a first name, last name in his first name. That's great. Now, where is Regioberto as far as leading the league in punt average? Berto he's in there. He's somewhere in there. Where you go? There he is, 53.6. And the highest is 55. But J.K. Scott, I got to give the most credit to because he had 64 punts. You know what? No, I'll go with Sam Cooch. It's Cooch, right? Cooch? I'm going to go with Sammy here with 67 punts and that many yards. I might even be talking too much here. Did we have any kickoff returns for touchdowns? When I see yards like this, it really makes me say, all right, Andrew Luck, we got to make some moves. Touchdowns, is Andrew Luck in there? Ugh, he's not in there either. Rushing the ball, all of these running backs with over 1,000 yards. And Marlon Mack's way the heck down here. That's tough. Receiving yards, Travis Benjamin with 17 touchdowns. We have to do better offensively. But here's where the show really is. Total tackles, Zaire Franklin leading the league by 9 tackles. Over Fred Warner. How about sacks? How are we looking in sacks? Aaron Donald with 15.5 sacks. Very nice. Interceptions, Richard Sherman with 6. Trey Waynes with 5. Nice, nice. Forced fumbles. How are we looking with forced fumbles? Zaire Franklin led the league. So we'll take that. We'll take all of that. Any touchdowns from anybody? Dear Lord, Zaire Franklin led the league with defensive touchdowns with 2. This guy's an animal. Just a straight up animal. Combing through the Pro Bowl lineup, we got, of course, our 2 linebackers in there with Darius Leonard and Zaire Franklin, but we also have a surprise. Malik Hooker made the Pro Bowl. So that's good, right? Malik Hooker. Looking into the Super Bowl, the Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Eagles. How did we get there? The Chargers made it to the conference championship, and again, the Rams make it to the conference championship and lose. So looking at our available funds in cap room, which I still don't know how it works, I want to look into what is available, and staring us right in the face is William Jackson. We're going to make a huge move for Nelson Gallagher. We may or may not. I'm on the fence about that because I still want to develop our current wide receivers. Emmanuel Sanders, he's definitely up there in age. If nobody's going to make a bid on him, I'm going to try to get him for the low. At running back, we got Derrick Henry. Austin Eckler might run with one of these two, might make a move on somebody here. Shaq Thompson. Interesting move to make there. Sheldon Ranklins, we're definitely going to make a move on. We need a much better defensive tackle. Sean Lee, say goodbye. So there are a lot of guys here to work with. How do we look at tackle? Nothing really. Oh, we could get Anthony Costanzo back on the team. Look at that. Talib's in here and nobody's trying to make an offer on him. There's some guys in here that we could make some moves with. Even some young guys such as Artie Burns. There is a lot to work with in free agency this year. And I'm looking to make these moves. Almost all of them. We'll see where we get and how many of these guys I could grab. Pause. That sounds crazy, don't it? Taking a look at free agency, we never get that top guy. Willie Snead we got for the low. Breida we got for the low. All right, so our running backs are going to improve this year for sure. Shaq Thompson we don't get the high guys. Nelson Albert, we don't get him. We improve at cornerback again. All right, so we got corners. Can we see our team? Let's try to improve our team now. But before we do, are they already in here? Yeah, they already threw them in there. Well, let's just take a look. Well, just looking at how we've improved, I'm sorry, but Johnson will be he's going to be our number 2 guy. Sorry, Snead. Came in at the wrong time, beloved. On the defensive side of the ball, yeah, our cornerbacks are looking so much better. Through free agency, I still want a top corner. I'm not settling for what we have, and we still need defensive tackles. Out of free agency, we improved our running backs, our cornerbacks, and wide receiver with Willie Snead, Anthony Brown, Artie Burns, Matt Breida, I hope I'm saying his name right, and also Austin Eckler. Surprise, surprise, Emmanuel Sanders didn't take our bait. Up next, we start the draft, and before we start the draft, let's take a look at the picks that we have to offer. So here are the picks we have. We have two first-round picks, second-round, third, 2 thirds, 2 fourths, 2 fifths, 2 sixths, and 3 7th-round picks. That's amazing. And during the beginning of the season, I made a huge mistake not making any trades. So our next year's draft is going to be pretty simple. Everything's pretty much straightforward. But hey, we got the number 2 pick in this draft, so let's see what we could do for him. Man, that took a long time. So we are done with the draft. Let's take a look at the recap and see how we did. All right, our first pick, we had the number 2 pick. We got the 81 overall defensive tackle. I tried to make some moves here for the for my other first-round pick and also my second-round pick, but I was unsuccessful. So I decided to go with quarterback. This way we could either shop around Andrew Luck or we could shop around one of these quarterbacks that we have here. We got Reed Palmer, or is it Palmer, who's a 78 quick quarterback. And we also have Riker Erickson. I might keep him just for that name. He's a 75 overall star. Picked up another defensive tackle, so I believe we're solidified there. We got a cornerback, Traymon Trash. Yeah, he's Traymon Trash. All right, for real. Say Traymon Cash 3 times fast. Good luck not saying trash. 75 overall cornerback with a normal development, so that one didn't work out too well for me. I was hunting for developments here. Now, I missed out on some wide receivers that I wanted to get, but we got Allen Hunter, 73 overall, also with a normal trait, 91 speed, 79 catching, 86 acceleration, which is pretty cool. Hey, we had even more picks. We got a backup linebacker here, Mike Langman, or is it Langham? It's Langham. 74 overall, right outside linebacker, normal development again. It's pretty decent speed, good hit power, good acceleration and pursuit. And his block shedding is good. But if only he had like a quick or a star development, then he would be really good. Later on in the draft, in the 5th round, we didn't do too well. We were looking for some gems. We got a 72 overall left tackle, and then we, in the 7th round, our very, very last pick, we got a 70 overall right tackle. There's really nothing to show you about him. So what did we do with all of those other picks that we had? Well, we made a whole lot of trades for draft picks in the future. So we got some room to make moves and hopefully use our draft picks as leverage.